base. Right. Who said it was a big off center? It says on the center. Just like this one.
Oh, this is the two. This is the base for the Shulchan Aruch. Eli, are you around books or you?
No, I'll use my iPad.
Okay. So just open at the beginning of the parasha, at the beginning. At least I see you eat something, Eli. And healthy, it's even better. Basically, what we are going to see today is three places, or at least one in the parasha, that the Torah is commanding us adults to make sure not to give a child something assumed in the Torah. It's mefurash here, it's mefurash in two other places, which we will see in a minute. But look at the beginning of the parasha, please. Please open, Joseph. Thank you for books, Joseph. Please open on 672. March is 672. The parasha begins, אמור אל הכהנים בני אהרון ואמרת עליהם, לנפש לא יטמא בעמה, וכהן is not permitted to become tameh to a met if it's a regular Kohen, except the 7 relatives, his wife and the 6 siblings, father, mother, brother, sister, and Kohen Gadol cannot be tameh to anyone. But look at the beginning of the parasha. Emor el hakohanim bnei Aaron ve'amart alehem. Emor means, right? Say to the Kohanim and tell them. Say to them means tell them, no? What is Emor ve'amarta? This is in page 672, David, 672, the first pasuk. So look at Rashi. אמור ואמרת להזהיר גדולים על הקטנים. This is a Gemara in Yevamot, Daf Kuf Yudal. You see Rashi brings? Which means that not only I, as a Kohen, I'm commanded not to become Tameh, it's assuming a Torah on me to take my child to a funeral. The Torah repeats it, we'll see in a minute, when it comes to Isur, Ma'achalot Asurot, and non-kosher, and by dam. So there are 3 places in the Torah that the Torah specifically tells the father, Mina Torah, remember that, it's Isur on you to take your son to a funeral, it's Isur on you, Mina Torah, to take your son to a non-kosher restaurant. So the question is, this is when I take him to the restaurant. Now let's say me and you, Joseph, see a kid before Bar Mitzvah, eating a non-kosher. Should I tell him, or should, in the language of the Gemara, should the Beit Din, is Beit Din obligated to stop minors because what he is doing is not being punished, right? But it's what he's doing is wrong. So Nikra, in the language of the Gemara, it's called Katan Ochel Nevelot. The kid is eating non-kosher. Is Beit Din Metzuvim Lehafrisho or not? Is Beit Din are in charge of enforcing halachot. So here you see that the father, Emor ve'amarta.
But Nevalot isn't it korbanot?
What do you take this also?
You know, it's interesting. That's the same.
With him, Rambam and Mishnah Berurah, you have Mishnah Berurah. Yes, what do you say?
It's interesting. That's almost the lashon of the Birchat Kohanim. Daber ben Ela Kohanim. More the Aaron Viel Banav lay more, pap, Hamor lahem.
Right. Okay, so in general, for instance, since he's picking up on the word, look a second. What is it? Look in Sefer Devarim a second. You have the Chumash in front of you. We looked the other day in Parashat Bikurim. Look in Sefer Devarim, Parashat
Vanita v'amarta.
Exactly that. Amirah.
Well, that's because that was sort of said in like a kimat b'shira, and it was also said in unison. Also, you had, I think, by Miriam. No.
In a second. Look at 1068. תסתכל, we're moving a second to the Rambam, anyway, it says over there, פסוק ה' וענית ואמרת לפני השם אלוקיך. Pasuk that we saw, Sammy, was in the beginning of the parasha today is אמור אל הכהנים בני אהרון ואמרת עליהם. מה זה אמור? So the Rashi brings the Gemara in Yevamot, we'll see in a minute, Shulchan Aruch and Rambam and that, להזהיר גדולים על הקטנים. Which means, if a Kohen takes his son to a funeral, they see the Oraita and the father, yes? Even though the child himself is a child, it's before Bar Mitzvah. So this is by Tumat Kohanim. There's another pasuk that says, similar message by non-kosher and badam. So he picked up the word emor. So look a second and 1068. Look at pasuk hey. Remember, the farmer is bringing a basket of food to Bet HaMikdash. Ve'anita ve'amarta. מה זה ve'anita ve'amarta?
Don't we also have it when there's a body halal and the Kohanim or the Shoftim vanu v'amru yadeinu lo shafchu et hadam hazeh?
Good. תסתכל ברש"י, look at the Rashi on the left column. וענית, Rashi is explaining וענית ואמרת, לשון הרמת קול. זאת אומרת, it's not enough, I'm saying. I have to say it in a loud voice, which means people should realize, but I'm not whispering, yes? The exact one, the same one is, looking Parashat Shoftim, second, this is not our topic, but since you picked up on it, look at Parashat Shoftim at the end.
He's in front of the Kohen, why does he have to shout? There's only one person.
No, there's other people online.
I didn't say you have to shout. I didn't say you have to shout. When you have children, you have to, everyone understands the tone. It doesn't have to be a very loud voice. Ve'anita ve'amarta, say it in a very clear way that the message is very clear. Look over there. Over there is a glass. We found the dead body. We do whatever we have to do. After we did, look at 1042 on the last line. 1042 on the bottom. Ve'anu ve'amru, who? The Kohanim and the judges, after whatever we did, ve'anu ve'amru, exactly the same language. Yadeinu lo shafchu et hadam. Every time the Torah says it, it means I'm sending a message. The message we, as a community, in this particular case, did whatever we had to do, yes?
I'm thinking more, it's like with deep sincerity, from your gut, so to speak. It's not just words. It's like feeling it.
This is exactly what it is.
It's that body. It's about.
It should be on everything. It's on everything. It should be like that. We're gonna say.
No, but we have to be realistic.
Are we really? No, I don't know.
Wouldn't you have that with Kriyat Shema? Don't you have to mashmiya la'otzno? I mean, you have. I mean,
Mashmiya la'otzno. It's a din in dibur. This is not two examples that we was when you are present in Beit HaMikdash and you want sincerely express your appreciation for your successful year, Anita Ba'amata.
I could just share from my own process when I was really sick and I know what was going to be the next day. I was praying for my gut, like down to below my belly button. Like it was just like today I pray. Yeah, of course I'm grateful, but it's a different kind of prayer. So maybe that's an example. I'm not sure.
But you have it by Chana too.
Joseph, you hear what he said? And Rosh Hashanah, the first day, what do we read it after her? The prayers of Hannah. But why?
That's a different kind
She
of
was
prayer.
praying.
It's a different
You
kind
say
of prayer.
every day Tfilat Hannah is an example. Mother doesn't have children for many years. And her competitor, Pnina, has. Not only she has, and she makes fun of her, yes.
This is a paid political announcement. Yesterday I heard statistically, Kuhalim, since we started fertility division, 350 babies. 350 babies.
Wow.
Fertility. Amazing.
Okay, so let's look a second. Okay, but since we look at Rambam's Zmanim, we're going to look at Rambam in a few places. Open Rambam Sefer Zmanim a second. Remember, our topic is when are we as a community, when are we as parents obligated? Is there a difference between community? Remember, when we talk about community, open Perek Yud-Bet Milchot Shabbat. Perek Yud-Bet Halacha Zayin. I'm looking at the Net Yosef here. Yosef quotes it in a minute, you'll see. Sefer Zmanim, Milchot Shabbat is the first topic. Listen carefully to the Rabbah. We have Yud-Bet. This is 9 verse 3, 22. Yud-Bet is Shnei Masar. Perek Yud-Bet Halacha Zayin. Yeah? Nochri sheba lechabot. There's a fire. A goy, your neighbor, a fine man who knows that you are religious, is coming to put down the fire. Ein omrim lo kabeh ve'al tekabeh. Don't tell him do it, and if he's doing it, don't stop him. He's doing it on his own, even though perhaps he gets involved because he expects you to reward him tonight or tomorrow. I'm sure whatever he's doing on his own. I mean, you know, this halacha is being applied in practical way. Many people are taking it very far, but if you have a maid in the house and after lunch Shabbat, you have 10 guests. She wants to wash the dishes now. She's not washing the dishes now because I need it tonight again. She's doing it because tonight she wants to go out with her boyfriend. Don't say anything. She's doing it for her own convenience. Of course she is doing it for me. No, but you see this fine line.
You have to do it no matter what.
This is a fine line. If you say in class, I say, but what do you mean? I did the Goya is mutar, do whatever you want.
How do you, what is that? Amira? Isn't that Amira La'akum though?
You didn't hear what I said. I said she is living or she comes for Shabbat. And lunch, you had 10 guests. Be'emet, you need the dishes for next Shabbat. She's watching it on Shabbat and she's using your dishwasher. Don't say anything. She's not doing it for you on Shabbat.
Dishwasher, we don't know.
But when it's come to,
You hear what he says, the dishwasher is not allowing, why? It makes no sense.
I thought it was allowed.
But the point is, no, but the main,
You
Sam,
can load the dishwasher.
no, but the main, no, but the
It's very
main,
quiet. Everybody came
Sam,
in.
but the main,
No,
no, but the main point of the halacha is she's doing it completely for her own convenience. This is the point I'm making. Of course, I'm benefiting from her Chilul Shabbat, which is not Look at the
Rabbi
Rambam.
Prague, can I ask you a question? You personally, you have someone come on Shabbos, you will let them wash the dishes?
My wife doesn't get anyone on Shabbat because she knows that the husband says more often no than yes. So
That's why I'm asking you. Okay, thank you.
Manu ve'amru.
Look again at the Rambam.
But no haramat kol.
נוכרי שבא לכבות, Eunice, אין אומרים לו קבל ואל תקבל, which means if he's a nice man, he's doing it for you. It's a Gemara. Even though he knows for sure that you're going to pay him tonight, he knows for sure. There's a big snow, guy has a machine, he cleans your sidewalk.
He knows exactly what time sunset is, Rabbi. He comes the minute on the dot.
No, but the point is, he knows that on Tuesday and Wednesday it's the same. So it's not. So even though I'm benefiting from a chilush,
I wasn't sure when he asked me to follow Rabbeinu Tam or not. Then I wasn't sure.
Continue. But listen to our topic now. This is our topic. A minor is doing something on Shabbat. Are we as a community? Am I as a private Jew? Are the rabbis or the father? Let's see, this is our topic. Remember, there are 3 levels here. Me, the community rabbis, whatever it means to be. It means nothing but in terms of the Gemara, the community rabbis. אבל קטן שבא לכבות, אין שומעים לו. אין שומעים לו. Tell him, don't do it.
You don't
Which
allow
means
him.
if the father stands over there, yes?
No,
אין שומעים. הוא בא לכבות. He knows already what to do. He takes a pail of water. Don't let him do it.
Right.
Why? והוא שיהיה עושה על דעת אביו. Because it's obvious to everyone, he knows everything.
You're letting him
He's
do
talking
it.
to his father, no. אבל בדעת עצמו, the father is not around, and he's running to help a neighbor. אין בית דין מצווים להפרישו.
That's unusual.
This is our topic now.
Unusual.
A minor is doing an avera. It's called, we didn't bring the father in yet.
Not in the presence of his father.
The father's not there.
Yeah.
We, as a community, are not
He's
obligated to
obligated.
tell him yes or no, even though there's an element of chinuch here.
But if the
Obviously.
father's there, we're not allowed to say anything?
It says.
No, if he's doing it
If it's obvious that he's doing it to please his father, I mean, now he continues. תשמע, זה דבר מאוד מעניין. ובדליקה התירו לומר, כל המכבה אינו מפסיד. If there is a fire and the goyim are around, even though I cannot tell them directly, put it out, if I make an announcement, whoever puts it down is not going to lose. It's basically inviting them, yes. Itiru, lama itiru? Because the Gemara is afraid that if you say, you wouldn't say anything, you yourself, the Jew, put it down. Fine, no, whatever, fine. Okay, now you have a Mishnah Berurah in front of you, everyone. Mishnah Berurah, so you pick one, I'll share with you. Take it. Chod Shabbat, here.
Rabbi Prague?
4 years. Open the last.
What about an Isha? You wouldn't have the same.
Between a man and a woman, even though we saw last night that Arab Yom
Because I'm always trying to
אין שום הבדל ושום עבירה between men and a woman ever. Only
a man could make fear a nether of a woman, his wife, can he?
Only because the Torah gave the husband the right to annul certain types of nedarim that are affecting the ongoing.
What's his question? The Shabbat is
No. אתמול בלילה ראינו בשולחן
Hochiach issues.
Open סימן שין מ"ג, לארי שין מ"ג, 343, אורח חיים. אתמול למדנו, ladies who are eating ערב יום כיפור till the last minute. They don't eat on יום כיפור. There is a מצווה, there is a איסור מן התורה, or there is a מצווה מן התורה to take oath to serve at יום כיפור. And we know that if you tell them they won't listen, don't say anything.
So they can eat for 18 minutes more than somebody else.
More or less. No,
Yeah.
Lachem. I told you last night, it's not the ladies, but it's the Gemara and Beitzah. This is the case. So the halacha applied. The question was, you see a fine man, a fine Jew, smoking on Shabbat. Tell him or not tell him? Okay, so this is the issue of Jew, a Jew. Yeah? Okay, so it's a wide. This is the dilemma that every rabbi has, or every. But this, so Nashim, when it comes to Averot, Nashim are the same as Anashim. Sometimes they would listen more, sometimes less. It's over there. Look now, Siman Shin Mem Gimal, the topic is, this is the topic. Katan Ochel Nevelot. You saw a kid from the community stopping into a Burger King, he walks out to the Burger King. It's not your son, it's not your grandson, but he knows you. Ein Beidin Metzuvim La'afrisho. Remember the Rambam we saw? Ein Beidin Metzuvim La'afrisho. We're not commanded to tell him. Aval Aviv Metzuve Ligor bo, Ligor to say, Ulehafrisho, to separate him Meisur Deoraita. Good. Aval Aviv Metzuve. Okay, fine. Now we are coming to the pasuk that we started today. The pasuk that we started today. Uleha'achilo beyadayim. If the father himself takes him to a funeral home, if the father himself is handing him a cheeseburger, uleha'achilo beyadayim, asur, afilu dvarim she'asurim midvrei sofrim. Again, as a community, the Shulchan Aruch follows the Rambam that says that Beidin are not obligated, but to give him, it's assumed in the Torah.
So I mean, Beidin should tell the father not to do it, stop him from doing it.
Two cases.
The father.
Me and you, as a community members, are not obligated to tell a kid at WJ.
No, the father's
It's not
Father's
obligated.
giving him a cheeseburger.
It's assumed in the
Not doing
Torah.
it. The father's obligated is not doing it. Should I tell the father that you have to do it?
Yeah, it's because of the father really assumed in the Torah. Wait, good.
What's the Doraita you said?
Wait. So first, let's go to the second half. Listen carefully here. Look at it. It's a very long topic, but look.
But Rabbi Prague, why is this different than Brit Milah? When on Brit Milah, if the father doesn't do it, the community does force to do it.
Only because you have psukim. Without the pasuk. Yeah? I mean, I'm giving you a very practical example as it happened yesterday. Yesterday, we had 2 or 3 kids from the public schools or Jewish. Anyway, we had a lady from Israel who lost a child. As it happened, she's thinking about her loss. These 2 kids, they started to cry nonstop. They said, how come we never had it? How come in our schools now? So,
They were at the school. They were in the
they have to be to chess, whatever the listeners are there.
Oh.
And they happen to be present as a lady man spoke to her. Now, so Eagles Clowns, they said, are we obligated now? It's the same way we went to Russia to bring kids. Should we go now to public school and take out all the... I told them at best, perhaps twice a month, we should collect all the Jewish boys in public schools to come to just meet our boys, meet with the boys and the girls. This is our topic. You realize how we as a community. The answer is yes and no. Am I obligated? No. Should we do it? Of course, the answer is yes.
By the way, Rabbi Prague,
Yes.
Lubavitch has something that's called release time, where they go every week to the schools, to public schools, and they take kids and they take them and they give them that exactly what you talked about.
But this is Lubavitch, Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem, they are messengers of...
And some of those, but the benefit is some of those kids then transition to yeshivas afterwards.
Obviously, some of the best boys that we have by us are Russian Jewish kids that went to public school.
Sure.
and they are the best in mathematics. In every class that you see, they're always on the tzvet. Now look now in the Mishnah. No, I'm saying here. I'm using it as a classic example. Are we obligated? And no. Should we? Definitely yes. Yes. Where is it? In between is.
A few years ago, Rabbi, we changed the mission of Otsara Torah. Otsara Torah in New York is supporting Otsara Torah schools in France. So we said, look, we're supporting the schools long enough, they have to do it on their own. So what should we do? Let's switch the program to focus on Jewish children in public schools, to convince them to come to yeshivas. We hired a
He's
lady.
talking about Otsara Torah.
Friends.
Otsara Torah used to be.
Mission. We changed the mission. No more giving money to the schools. Go and reach out to public schools, make programs. We moved 700 kids a year for 5 years.
Wow.
You hear Joseph?
That's
All
what I hear.
friends.
So here, this is the point. He said,
They should do it
He
here.
says instead of supporting the school, go out and take the kids, 700 kids.
A year.
Wow.
I said, we built the
I
yeshiva
have,
a year.
I have,
And the seats were available because people were going to Israel. So the seats were empty. The schools were in danger of closing.
wow. Okay, I have a kid in my class in South. He spoke publicly. Says, I used to eat non-kosher this. And he tells us how we okay, obviously Bayas is already in the school, but my mother is totally out of it, my father is, but okay.
When they say father here, all these times we're saying father. Mother or not mother?
Oh, he's asking now a very serious question.
Coming up. Okay.
We'll touch it. But he's asking a general question. The special obligation of chinuch, or in this case, is it father, mother the same or not? It's a very big issue.
Well, how do you deal with V'limadatem otam et b'neichem? It's the father.
No, but he's asking in general. Me and you are men. We have an obligation of chinuch of our kids. Is the mother the same or not? You have to look in Gemara Sukkah Daved, in Gemara Yomah, Gemara in Sukkah Daved says that Heleni Amalka, had a big Sukkah and the Gemara says that she took care of the kids. The question is, can we learn from it or not? Yes.
If the parents are against it, are we allowed to tell this on the child anyway?
Okay, this is the biggest conflict.
Yeah, you don't have a chiyuv,
I was
but how
teaching
do
a
you-
sophomore class, and innocently, I try always to win. You know that if you have, if your mother buys pots or silver, cutlery, you have to take it to the mikveh. The kid comes to me and says,
No chance.
no, not a chance.
Oh.
I never saw my mother, I'm sure she's not doing it. Okay, you realize the kid had issues also, was brilliant in math. Can I eat by my mother? I said, definitely, you can definitely eat.
Can I what?
Eat and
Yeah,
eat.
you
Come
eat,
on.
Go
You're
ahead,
not
man.
The pot doesn't become a soup. You have an obligation to dip it fine. Then, anyway, then I told him, if you want, I'm willing to assist you, but only if your mother would not have a trace of knowledge that you did it. And what? When are your parents going to Florida? When they go to Florida, take a car service, put the pots in. He agreed.
You agreed to do
No,
that?
no, I agreed to assist him out of that. The end he didn't do
To
it.
assist.
No, to assist, but at the end
Not
he
to
didn't
go.
do it. Because he's so afraid. He's so afraid. I remember he's now in NY. He was brilliant in math. He's good. But no, I'm showing you here. This was an obligation. He came on his own very often. When you hear kids are coming, what should I do?
When I was 20, we decided we're going to dip the stuff in my mother's house. Rabbi
Can you hear Sammy speaking?
Rabbi
Loudly?
Labaton and I.
Oh,
Okay. We were the best friends? Okay.
With her knowledge or without?
No, without him.
no, obviously.
No, I'll be sure. I would understand.
Otherwise, it's no story. She went to the Deal Casino. Everybody used to go to Deal Casino. And now we go take it to the beach. There's no McMahon. We go there. She goes home. She goes home. Are you crazy? Go to the casino, get married. What are you doing? You got time.
Okay.
She did this on me.
So I once took a set of silver-plated flatware. I went to go have it fixed. My wife at the time wasn't happy about it. We came back. They all got room from the water. It was damaged, and she never forgot it. till this day. Now, of course, everything is, but that day was like, oh, what did I do?
Okay.
Took my kids.
Look,
into-
Mishnah.
Got damaged?
Look,
Yeah,
Mishnah.
somehow, I don't know what it was, but it all got damaged. I had to go get it, I had to replay
Maybe
it.
it wasn't real silver.
I have no idea.
Of course, it was not the real
I don't
silver.
know.
Real silver, put it wherever you want.
I don't know.
I have a set of 18, so I will give you
Anyway, I
a
haven't
silver.
forgotten.
Asur, look,
Check
Mishnah.
It's 40 years ago.
Jesus, you're gonna do
The
it.
best
You're
story
gonna-
of Chandra Mezuzah. Still not. Best story. A man comes to his reform rabbi. He says, my son is becoming a After the second one, he says to him, Chandra Mezuzah.
The other version of the story, the guy says, what's the mitzvah?
Look at Mishnah Bura Dalet. Look at Mishnah Bura Dalet. Eli, you have it, Eli. Shin Mem Gimal, Seif Katan Chet Mishnah Bura. All the topic is there. Then we'll go to the secondary question. Asur, please listen. Asur lekol adam. Listen carefully what he's saying now. To give it to a child, to hand it to a child. Asur lekol adam, ואפילו התינוק אינו בר הבנה כלל, זה ממש הבייבי. ודבר זה אסור מן התורה. This when we started today, אמור ואמרת, it's not only, you look at what the father should not take. I gave you an example of the father. He says, וילפין עלה, the Gemara in Yevamot, מדכתיב בשרצים לא תאכלו. Here, it says בשרצים לא תאכלו, וקרא יתיראו, it's an extra פסוק, וקיבלו חז"ל ורוצה לומר, not לא תאכלו, not לא תאכילו, תאכילו, וכן בדם כתיב, כל נפש מכם לא תאכל דם, again, extra פסוק, וקיבלו חז"ל, קיבלו מסיני ורוצה לומר, לא תאכיל קטנים. So here you have it by שרצים, this is in פרשת אחרי מות, then you have it in דם, and the third is this week's parasha, וכן בתורת כהנים כתיב, אמור ואמרת, ואמרו חז"ל, אמור לגדולים, שיאמרו לקטנים. והנה, משלוש מצוות אלו אנו למדים, בכל התורה כולה. וכל איסורי תורה, אסור לנו, אסור להאכילם, remember not only the father, או לצוותם שיעבורו. ולכן, אוקיי, אני אעשה מגן אברהם, אסור ליתן לתינוק דבר מאכל שאסור אפילו לשחוק לו, don't give it to a kid just as a game, שמא יאכל, אוקיי? Now, אפילו, now, look at the next one. Today we don't see why is it so important, but listen a minute. ולומר לאינו יהודי שייתן דבר איסור לתינוק, גם כן אסור. The same issue is that I have to give the child, I cannot tell a goy to give him a cheeseburger. וכמו בכל איסורים, האמירה לעובד כוכבים אסור. וכל שכן לומר לתינוק בעצמו, שיאכל זה אסור. Now listen to this. ואם התינוק צריך לכך, for health reasons, כגון שהוא קצת חולה, מותר לומר לעובד גידולים, להאכיל אותם בדבר שהוא אסור מן התורה. Today on Pesach, we have whatever you need. Go back 200 years, there's nothing on Pesach. And he's a kid. Don't give him potatoes, don't give him chicken. Because you can tell a goy to give him chametz. You know what he says? He says, ואם התינוק צריך, כגון שהוא קצת חולה, yes, מותר לומר לעובד גילולים להאכיל אותם, אפילו בדבר שהוא אסור מן התורה. וכן נוהגים בפסח, שמצווים לעובד גילולים, can you imagine? This is written 300 years ago. You tell the goy, take my child to your house, yes? לישא התינוק על ביתו ולהשקותו חמץ.
Not in their own house.
Now, please remember, this is not regular, this is not regular מאכלות אסורות. Regular מאכלות אסורות, in the halachic language, this is, אבל לא רק זה, פסח is איסור זמני. Every time you have איסור זמן, by non-kosher meat, tell a goy, tell him, give him a cheeseburger, זה איסור חפצה. Here, זה איסור זמני, the goy is doing it.
Years ago, I don't know if they still have it, that certain baby formulas, they tried this formula, and there's only one that works, it's called Primogen. And I think it has some derivation from pork or something. So, at the time, as a last resort, they give it to them.
Right. So the best would be if the mother would not feed it, give the legal maid, not the rest.
Or the nurse.
I was a kid, remember, I'm a kid in the 50s. At that time, I remember that we used to give, liver.
Cod liver oil.
Yeah.
Cod liver oil.
Cod liver oil. Cod liver has a lot of I was a kid, I'm talking about the 1955. But no, it's definitely not, this is definitely not kosher. It's cod liver oil, yeah.
I wonder why. It's
Liver. From a kosher source.
It's produced today. You have
you eat a piece of cod, it's a fish. Are you permitted to eat the fish?
Cod is kosher fish. Cod is kosher.
So why would the liver of the fish be forbidden?
If the fish himself was kosher, there's no problem.
Yeah.
Cod is kosher.
But they produced it then even
Maybe who knows the source, maybe.
I forgot from fish that
Oh,
said the highest concentration of.
Okay.
Liver is not kosher. You have to.
No, but the liver.
Fish have livers?
You have to roast it. No,
this is of an animal.
they don't roast it, so it's without roasting it, the blood is there. It's asur.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
Is that true? Liver of the fish is the same halakha?
no, but she never knows the fish.
Fish have a liver? I didn't know fish have livers.
Fish having a liver?
We're talking about these giant fish.
David,
Giant fishes.
Sharks and stuff. Like they have.
Google, what is cod liver oil made from? Google it, see what it says.
There used to be something when people had some illnesses,
No.
shark liver oil. Shark.
Shark.
That's the shark definitely cut it.
Now, go back now and listen carefully. The question is going to be now.
Cod.
Cod, COD.
Cod liver oil.
Here,
Such a thing.
a woman, a wife of a Kohen is going into delivery, yes?
The wife of the Kohen.
She's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
deliver,
going
she'll
to
give
deliver.
birth.
Is she allowed to give birth on the floor where you're met now? Remember, someone died on the floor.
So her husband,
Met, basically the kid is.
Even a taxi, Rabbi.
It's made from the livers of Gadis mohoya
what does that mean?
and other species of cod.
Cod, see.
I mean, if you want me to go more
What
specific.
made
maybe-
cod
maybe-
kosher? Cod had fits and scales, maybe it doesn't have.
Okay, let's
It just is telling me just what is.
I'm doing Wikipedia. Here we go.
Okay.
Derived from live liver of Atlantic cod. Atlantic cod,
Cod kosher.
as with most
It's
fish.
cod
those-
kosher.
Maybe it was another role, maybe it was something else, maybe it's another type of supplement.
It's not telling me what it's made.
Check this cod a kosher fish.
Go now.
Is all cod kosher? Are all cod kosher
Of
fish?
course.
Could be like sturgeon, could be like sturgeon as a.
Yeah, sturgeon, I told you something, that's the reason.
Look now. Abal HaChinuch. Look now.
Is that
the
fits
Mishnah
and
Berurah.
scales?
It says yes.
So yes, I think the whole.
Okay.
Rabbi
Abal HaChinuch, Larry, you have to look now in Mishnah Berurah Gimal, but like 10 lines into the Mishnah Berurah. Shin Mem Gimal Sif Katan Gimal. This is what he says. The Shulchan Aruch says, yes, the father is obligated to stop
Oh,
his.
yeah.
It's funny, swordfish. I know the Turks eat
Yeah,
that,
they
but
should.
it says it's not kosher.
Cod liver oil is not automatically kosher.
It's not automatically kosher, but we don't know why. It's not automatically kosher.
Why? Yeah, interesting. Why? No, the reason they're saying
Maybe there's
this is
species
because
of cod, maybe there's species of cod.
Okay. Go to Mishnah Berurah, Baruch Hashem, we are.
It's Rabbi AI.
Capsule.
That's
what they're doing.
ודעת השיעור החינוך.
Yeah. Look a second. So you know it starts from Sif Katan Gimel. Larry start Sif Katan Gimel. Shin Mem Gimel Gimel.
It says the way it's.
באיסור דאורייתא, באמת אפילו מאיסורא דרבנן חייב להפריש. The father should stop, I mean, in the practical terminology, said you take your grandchildren for vacation on Shabbat, there is a baseball game, there are little kids that turn on the television. Should you tell him, let you walk
You're
out?
not allowed to turn it off.
No, that World Series mutar.
No, the World Series of Shalab, פיקוח נפש.
Or should you watch the Ten Commandments movie
Yeah,
on Pesach?
באמת אפילו באיסור דרבנן חייב להפריש, כמו דחייב לחנכו במצוות. If it's the father, since your obligation is to bring him up, אלא נפקא מינא דבאיסור דרבנן אם לא יפרישו ואין בית דין מוחים בידו. אבל here is your question, אבל באיסור דאורייתא בית דין מוחים ביד האב. If we see that constantly the kid is eating non-kosher and the father knows, and he doesn't stop him, we as a community obligated to tell the father.
Not
Yes?
in a card anyway.
This now we continue.
Yeah. In California, they have a lot of cards.
והגר"א פירש, אלהכי נקט מאיסור דאורייתא, why is the Shulchan Aruch mentioning that the father should not give him איסור דאורייתא? זה מאיסור דרבנן, פעמים שאין צריך להפרישו ואף ייתן לו לכתחילה מותר, דהיינו כשצריך לכך, כגון רחיצה ושיחה ביום כיפור. רחיצה תורה זה אסור מן התורה ביום כיפור. The child, a baby needs to be there. But this is why the Shulchan Aruch is talking about איסור דאורייתא. הוא פשוט, listen to this, George applies to all of us. No. And I like because you're talking to him, no. ואם שמע לבנו ביתו הקטנים, שהם מדברים לשון הרע, מצווה לגעור בהם ולהפרישם מזה. You hear your kids. If your kids speak לשון הרע at the table, yes?
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, my wife's only sister, is a widow. She eats by us very often. Last Friday night, she came with her son and her daughter-in-law by us. Stayed by us. So normally, my wife and her start to hear something that smells Lashon Hara. I wouldn't say anything. If it's really juicy Lashon Hara, I would say it's Shabbat. Over there.
They wait till Rabbeinu Tam. That night they don't wait Rabbeinu Tam. That they wait.
Over there, the daughter-in-law says, she that's me. She said, Mom, she says to her mother, this takes he says a father is obligated to tell his son this is a no-no, the same as a cheeseburger. He says,
This is the mother. She does
מצווה לגור בהם ולהפרישם.
I changed the subject.
I have to tell you something.
I changed the
Friends
subject.
Field, I was last night. There was a guy who petitions for you, and I signed it.
Oriental.
Yeah. An Oriental guy.
וכן ממחלוקת ושקר וקללות, ובעוונותינו הרבים כמה נכשלים בזה, שהם מניחים לבניהם לדבר לשון הרע ורכילות, ונעשה מורגל בזה, the kid gets used to it, עד שאפילו כשנתגדל ושומע שיש בזה איסור גדול, קשה לו לפרוש מזה. Now, when is the age that we are obligated as parents or תדע דשיעור החינוך במצוות עשהו בכל תינוק, לפי חריפותו, how bright he is, וידיעתו in his knowledge.
Could be 6 or 7 years old.
כגון היודע מעניין שבת, חייב להרגילו לשמוע קידוש והבדלה. He's not telling you, go look at his toys on Shabbat. He's playing in the basement with toys. If Kiddush and Havdalah is major in the house, he realizes that this is a special day. היודע להתעטף כהלכה חייב בציצית. Now listen to this. וכן כל כיוצא בזה בין מצוות עשה, אבל החינוך בלא תעשה, חינוך, tomorrow we'll see תוספות יומא, חינוך is to do. Not to do is not חינוך. you might be obligated to tell him not to do it, but חינוך, אבל החינוך בלא תעשה, בין של תורה, בין של דבריהם, הוא בכל תינוק שהוא ברבנה. שמבין כשאומרים לו שזה אסור לעשות או לאכול. If he understands, how many of us say, my family's custom is no, yes, whatever, yeah. אבל תינוק שאינו ברבנה כלל, אין אביו מצווה למונו בעל כורחו מלאכול מאכלות אסורות. Again, even the father, yes, if your son has an Italian friend and Pesach, the friend gives him a cookie. Your kid is a minor, אין אביו מצווה למונעו מלאכול מאכלות אסורות או מחלל שבת כיוון שאינו מבין כלל העניין מה שאינו מפרישו. The idea is to tell him not to do is an educational message. If the kid has that, the message is not developed enough to understand what I'm telling you not to do, don't do it, yes? If the kid understands this is very important to my grandpa, he's not doing it. It registers. My father, listen, וכן, אם הוא כהן, אתה שומע, אין צריך להוציאו מבית שהטומאה בתוכו. Yes? Someone died in the house. The Kohanim are running out. Should they tell all the minor kids go out? Says if the kid, says you don't have to, unless the kid is again 9, 10, and he understands. Why is my father running out? Yes.
Well, then if it was the opposite, the Rambam wouldn't work. It has to be that.
Correct. וכן, אלא אם כן הוא בר הבנה, אז מצווה על אביו להוציאו, this is good now, כדי להפרישו מן האיסור מחמת מצוות חינוך. Listen carefully what we're saying. To give him non-kosher זה אסור מן התורה. To tell him to get out of the womb, I didn't bring him to the house. Yes, he's there. I mafrish him from not doing wrong as chinuch.
But Rabbi Prague, don't you have in the Hilchot a Shvitat Asur that you have a kid who's 10 or 9 or 10, you have to teach him every year to be Mosif, to fast?
This is part of the topic that we are going to discuss while you're going to be in Nepal. This is exempted, the Tosafot over there, the Rishonim over there. It's a Mishnah in Perek Asirin, in Perek Shmini, in Masechet Yomah. מחנכים את התינוקות לשעות. This is exactly what is being discussed. You have to say goodbye to Lar. He's going tonight to Nepal for 2 weeks. Enjoy yourself. We'll miss you.
I'll try to get on if possible. I wish you all a good 2 weeks. Enjoy your vacation away from me. Enjoy your vacation away from me.
The way the rabbi said that, you're going to miss that shiur. I wouldn't go to Nepal. I would stay for the shiur if I were you.
You know, by the way, the many people want to really understand if I still have a brain for taking this trip in the Chatchila.
Are you going trekking? Hashem is asking, are you going trekking?
Yeah, we're going to take long walks, but I'm going, you know, Rabbi Prague, some of the people are my age and older, or I should say different, are our age and older, and they're not necessarily able to do it, but I don't think we're going to go to the top of Everest. This I could tell you.
Anyway, enjoy your trip.
Thank you. Just be healthy and good.
Enjoy. Allah Mak, as we say.
Go healthy and come back healthy.
Komm zurück und geh zurück. Right, gesund. Thank you, Rabbi
Thank
Prague.
you. We'll
Thank
miss
you,
you.
everybody. Jeffrey,
you.
stay healthy and well, please.
Thank you. You too. Allah Mak. All good thing.
Only good things.
Amen. Amen.
We hired the company. We were negotiating.